Hi everybody, I'm back. Okay, so I'm loving these Instagram TV live thingy, whatever they're called. I'm so used to being in my my Facebook group. So I've just done a live inside of my Facebook group and also in my clients group. We've just done a training around money, and I thought I'd come in and speak about. She asked me a question. I was asked what was like the changing, the shifting point for me, going from literally being in debt and having nothing to building a business that's generating the money it is now, and you know, being globally recognized. And the thing for me is as amazing as The Secret is, like The Secret is absolutely amazing as a book, but it misses out the key piece, and that is surrender and action. And what I did differently was, when I was literally at rock bottom, when we had absolutely nothing, when Tyler, my son, was in Manchester Hospital with what we thought was leukemia, and he was having his bone marrow drilled for biopsies, I decided to quit my job because I needed to be with him. We were in debt. I couldn't even afford the parking ticket to be with him whilst he was having his bone marrow drilled. I remember panicking, thinking, how on earth am I even going to be able to pay for the parking? We were in a horrendous situation. And I remember literally when I'd quit my job, being in this place of, that's it, like something has to change. And I started blogging by his hospital bed, and then I came across our industry now, and that is the coaching, the mentoring industry and the empowerment industry. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's what it is. That's what I want to do. Literally sold everything but myself, and ended up getting a loan off of I don't even know what, because the credit rating that we had was absolutely shocking and dire. And we applied for a loan online, and this is the universe, and I'm going to explain why in a minute. And some may call it a fluke, but I want to shift that mentality. When we applied for this loan, our credit rating was really bad, and I was like, this has to work. And I'd literally already decided that I was investing. It was a done deal. I'd sold a load of stuff, and I was like, I'll get the rest of the money to you. There was no questioning around it. And when I was applying for this loan, it was just a thing that was going to happen in my head. I was like, my credit rating's bad, but I know that this is just going to happen. And I ended up applying, and then the bank phoned David, and they were like, we need you to come in. We don't really know what's happened. Your credit rating's low. We would never usually accept an application like this, but there's been a glitch on the system and you've been accepted, so we can't deny it. So if you can just come in, sign some documents. And the loan went through, and then I invested my first amount of money within my mentor. For me, energetically, something shifted, because what was proven to me is that when I take action and I surrender truly to what I believe is possible, I am then met with the energetic match. So when I've gone into resistance before in the past and I've not taken action, energetically I've been matched with blocks. I've had clients who don't want to pay on time or say that they can't afford. I've mirrored back exactly how I am feeling. And this is the thing. Many people will read the likes of The Secret and they'll be like, right, I'm going to visualize, I'm going to pray, I'm going to manifest, I'm going to do my gratitude rampage every single morning, I'm going to shift my energy, and I'm going to do everything that the Secret talks about. And that is literally, you know, daydreaming about this life and feeling into it. And that is some of the ingredients to manifesting what you want. However, the missing piece is the surrender part, and that is action. What are you telling the universe that we know vibrationally, when we are at a certain vibration, it matches? It doesn't say, well, you're lying, you haven't got that. All it does, it doesn't question it. It just matches, like, okay, and so it is. And gifts back everything that we are putting out. It matches the vibration that we're meeting it with. So if you are like, I'm visualizing it, I am going to do that thing because I know the money is going to come back in my bank account, I'm going to invest in that person, or I'm going to do that thing because I know that it's true, but yet we're not doing the action piece because we're scared. Well, I'm not going to take the action just in case. So a prime example is one of my clients was talking about manifesting a house, and everything on paper suggested that she would never be able to have this dream house. And I was like, what was the thing that when you surrendered, what did that look like? And she was like, I did the things as if it had already been done. I bought the things for the house. I went to the estate agents. I applied. I invested the money into the house when it didn't make sense, and I was accepted in return, and it was like everything was against us having the house. On paper it made absolutely no sense, but it was her dream house. And what she'd done is she hadn't just visualized and felt into it, she surrendered by actually taking the action. And this is the piece that The Secret misses out. It's the action piece. And there's so many people out there manifesting or attempting to manifest literally on a whim and a dream, in that they're visualizing and they're feeling into it, but the action piece is missing. And that's the piece that we need to be concentrating on. So how did I get to where I am now? It's literally doing the things that don't make sense at the time. I was looking at a handbag today, a nice handbag, and David was like, do you remember when we were absolutely skint and you'd said to me, dropped weight because Tyler wasn't well, and you'd said to me, I'm going to buy some clothes, and he'd said to me, you know, we didn't have any money whatsoever, and apparently he'd questioned my, you know, my want to buy these clothes, when literally we had nothing in terms of, like, we didn't even know how we were going to pay bills. It was like the little money that we had was going to go on that. And he said that I turned around to him, and I can half remember it, and I'd said to him, I am going to step into the £10,000 earner's shoes now. She would not question buying that top. She would not question buying that bag. She would not question doing the investments within her business. She wouldn't question any of that stuff, because energetically she knows, internally she has faith, and she knows that £10,000 is going to hit her bank account. She's going to be a badass around that stuff. And so I said to him, this life isn't available for us anymore. Like, I don't want this life. And so I started like getting my nails done. And on paper, again, it made absolutely no sense. But what started to happen is money started coming in. Checks came through the door through the government, who apparently owed money. And we had an amazing, amazing person gift money to us as well. We ended up, the business started shifting. I started bringing in clients, but clients that wanted to actually pay. Everything started shifting, and the universe was working with us and responding to what I was putting out energetically. And that is, I've already got that money in the bank. Energetically, I wasn't going, okay, what I'll do is I'll step into the future self, me shoes, because the universe knows that it's not true then, because what you're doing energetically, internally, you still believe you're not that person yet. The universe responds to what is now. So you have to be that person now. Behave how she would be behaving now. You need to take the actions that she would be taking now. You need to be speaking the way she would speak now. You need to be holding yourself, believing, speaking, believing, visualizing, taking actions as that woman would be doing, but you need to be doing it now. And the universe knows no different. Just like when you pick a penny up and you celebrate a penny off the floor, the universe only knows that you are celebrating the currency of money, and because money is just an energy. And so the universe goes, oh wow, she loves money. That's the energy you're putting out. Thank you so much for this money. Thank you so much for this penny. And so in turn, what happens is we attract more of that thing back. So hopefully that will answer some of your questions, because I had that question pop up inside of our group and then also inside of the training this morning. We also have our challenge, our free 3-day workshop starting. Link is in the bio. And what I'm doing is I'm going to be showing you how you double your sales through clear senses and activating your connection spiritually as well. So we're going to be talking about sales, business strategy, spiritual connection, and all this gorgeous stuff. So make sure you click the link in the bio. We've got competitions for free calls and all sorts going on. And I will see you very soon. We've got limited seats for the challenge as well. So I'll speak to you all very soon. Bye bye.